first things first, one of the creepiest yet really working projects since last year, which we're also waiting on an early access or some sorts, has to be Samurai Unicorn. It's definitely got the feeling of a PlayStation 1 game, and it could be somewhere between a Metal Gear and a third-person view of a late Resident Evil game. Samurai Unicorn is coming to PCs only sometime later this year. Announced a few months ago, now sitting on Steam through a demo, we've got Crow Country, which is a survival horror adventure 90s or the PlayStation inspired classic, what you'd probably get by mixing the old Resident Evil and Final Fantasy VII. I mean, both PlayStation 1 games. I think the answer will be what you're looking at over here. Probably never put to the test before either, not really sure. Crow Country is coming to PCs in the PlayStation 5 only on May 9, and we actually just got a new trailer for it. Y'all remember the game Unsighted? Pixel art, award-winning dope, one of the finest. The same developers just announced another retro-style goodness going by the name Abys X0. Right? It's some stylish 3D Metroidvania, as developers put it, made in low-poly visuals, and about the story of two different automaton characters who has waken up to the aftermath of a war with humans and are fated to battle each other. Kinda like the Metal Gear. Anyway, this game is coming to PCs only sometime soon. Crowns, or Background, is another Silent Hill inspired horror game announced a few months ago, and ever since picking up a lot of recognition. It's tagged by its developers as a surreal horror game and a mix of reality and dreams, where in order to wake up and be free, you have to face your own fears. This game is coming to PCs only, it's the work of a solo developer, and this is how it looks. No longer available on Steam through the demo, although coming out fully this time around September. Echoes of the Living is right now amongst the most hyped horror games on the horizon. It's definitely a Resident Evil inspired or 90s classic survival fixed camera visual horror classic. Could probably tell it's a better looking game than any Resident Evil on the PlayStation consoles. We got another trailer for it. This game is coming to PCs only and is limited to Steam. Firstly, you can play this one if you want. There was a demo for it on Steam, but the Lunar Effect is a psychological horror puzzle, pretty much like the previous games, inspired by the art style of Resident Evil and the Silent Hills, basically the first couple of games in the series, and the story seems to be revolving around the characters awakening in a strange mansion just the same. Lunar Effect will have controller support, it's a PC exclusive, and only said to be coming out fully by the end of the year on PCs. You can either play the previous game's demo on Steam, or this one, or even better, both. Although Heartworm has a release window of 2024, you're gonna have to wait a little while longer if you like it. Anyway, this one is a exploration, not fixed camera, but a third-person puzzle narrative adventure, and has an even older design, definitely inspired by Resident Evil and the Silent Hills, and even actually a little bit of Tomb Raider, the first game. Way more atmospheric, however, and developers promise around 8 to 10 hours of gameplay. Rated a 10 out of 10 on Steam at number 8, we've got Dave the Diver, which is now coming to the PlayStation consoles and Switch, and both physical and digital editions on April this year. We're not sure which day, but within the month, developers announced. They even released a new trailer for it, and for those of you who haven't had a taste of the action before, this game is a somewhat relaxing and diving, also fighting game that is set in a semi-randomized ocean where your job is to just catch fish and supply a sushi restaurant with it. It's a pretty good game. Moving on to number 9, we've got A Journey Beyond the Edge of the World, the game. Played in first person, this game is an atmospheric, surrealistic puzzle adventure classic, actually set in the year 1953, and the story is about a bunch of individuals, a fisherman, a criminal, and a scientist and an artist, and a captain who's keeping the true nature of this journey from the rest. Anyway, it's a pretty good concept, even better setting. This game is coming to PCs later this year.
Take me.
At number 10, we have a game called Enigma of Fear, which is coming from the same developers of the Song of a Hero. Well, the team's new attempt over here is a much more atmospheric game in nature, revolving around investigating a supernatural phenomenon. It's a detective point-and-click adventure, you'll see in a second, offering a very different and creative art style as opposed to its own kind. This game is coming to PCs only, possibly around August this year. If you miss out on Lita, first off, this game is a psychological thriller that is quite inspired by the Silent Hill series, with the characters just trapped in a nightmare that he has created by her own actions. Now, this game is a visual novel style, point-and-click in nature, where your decisions do actually shape the story as you go. However, most importantly, the game just got a new trailer. It's now coming out of Switch, PlayStation and Xbox consoles on April 11.
From the twisted minds that brought you Peridium and Crawl. The Drifter.
Sitting on Steam through a demo, last but not least in case you missed out its announcement earlier, we've got a game called Drifter. Described as this pulp, thrilling murder mystery point-and-click puzzle adventure and a PC to Switch exclusive. Drifter is actually coming from the same team who previously made the game Crawl and Peridium. Here's a new trailer, however, we're still waiting on a precise release date.
From the dead. And something came back with him. The Drifter. A pulp adventure thriller. Wishlist, if you dare.